Okay, so thank you everyone for coming. Welcome to our kids winter wellness class. We are so glad to have you live. And if you're watching the replay, we hope that you enjoy this little bit of info that we put together for you guys. And so before we keep going, feel free to hit the notification bell and subscribe to the Diamond Grove community so that you can be a part of all this amazing education that we provide for you guys. So let's get started. We decided to have this class because Susie and I, because this time of year, the kids are in school, if they're going to public school. They've been in there a couple of months. It's winter time. All the yucky stuff is going around. And if they haven't already been sick, you can feel it coming. I know that it's a really stressful time. When my kids get sick, I have like a pit in my stomach until they're completely better. It's like all consuming. So what can we do to not let this have a snowball effect and lead to one thing after another and infecting the entire family? There are ways that there are things we can implement to shorten the life of these things or prevent them from happening altogether every once in a while. So we always talk about staying above the wellness line, which means basically doing what we can to support our systems in order to not get sick or to not be sick as long. So we're talking about this imaginary line. You think of like, you just think of a line, and this is where we are when we function, when we're well, when we function normally. So as soon as anything comes in the way, we are immediately down. So we miss work, we're feeling bad, we're achy, we miss time with the family. These are all like the negative effects of just being right at that line, just being normal, I guess. So our goal is not just to be at this line. We want to be above the line so that anything that starts coming our way, we're protected and we're taking those steps to stay above the line. So we do things like take supplements and use oils to keep us up there. So speaking of essential oils, they are really a powerful plant product. They are defined as volatile fragrance molecules in a plant. And they promote regulation and modification of cells in a healthful way. So they help you to be healthful. They're going to different systems in your body and doing what they need to those systems to get them in an optimal state. So they really promote a healthful life. They push you above that normal, just like everyday wellness, that line. And of course, that goes for kids as well. We want our kids to be healthy. So today we're going to talk about a few products that Susie and I have found particularly helpful and beneficial in keeping our kids above the wellness line. Some reasons in particular that I personally trust and love Young Living products is because I really trust the company. They're very, very transparent. You can understand everything about how the company works. It's all out there. They contain the supplements contain nothing synthetic, no artificial dyes or fillers. They use whole foods. So your body could actually use these nutrients instead of just like peeing them out. Because if your body if it's not an efficient product, when it goes in your body, you are literally doing that. If your body doesn't absorb it, it goes right into the toilet. So you're wasting time and money. So I am confident that these supplements do their job, and they also contain essential oils in them. So we talked about how the essential oils regulate your systems and modify your systems. So it's going in there and those essential oils are doing their job. And that enables your body to absorb the vitamin better and help the supplements to do their job quicker. So these are a couple of reasons why I really, really do believe in these supplements and the effects of these different products. So with kids, though, it's a little bit different because they are sensitive. They're a little sensitive. They're tiny bodies. So what should we keep in mind when we're using oils or any supplements for that matter on our children? We want to be sure to dilute. So I'm going to use dilution. I'm going to share a chart with you. And here we see diluting essential oils for kids and babies. So little ones, they have sensitive skin, so you always want to make sure to patch test any oil once it's been diluted on a small part of their skin first to see if there's any reaction. You can dilute with any carrier oil like fractionated coconut oil, grapeseed oil, jojoba oil, almond oil, even olive oil, depending on the purpose that you're using the oil or what you're trying to achieve. So in this graphic, you can see you want to use common sense. There's no hard and fast rules. I know I'm a little more liberal with my kids than this graphic shows, but it's because I've used them for several years and I know what they can tolerate. So you can see for ages 0 to 1, you're going to do 8 drops carrier oil to 1 drop essential oil. And then you see going down the chart at the different ages, the different ratios you're going to use. Now, this is a graphic. This is recommendations of Young Living based on their particular research. And I find it was highly effective in what I did for my kids when they were tiny, tiny babies. Okay, so I'm going to take this down. Oh, wait, I did it like this. Yay, I did it. Shared my first graphic, guys. So number two, you always just want to start small. A little goes a long way, especially with high quality essential oils. Diffuse a couple drops in their room, see how they respond. Less is more. Here's a little tip. When they're tiny babies, wear the oil on you and then snuggle them. Like, I'm a hard promoter of snuggles. So, you know, let them get accustomed to the oils. You don't want to like douse them like with essential oils and have them be freaking out and like have this permanent phobia of lavender or something. So be sure to just start small, go little by little, and see how they respond. You are the best judge. You are the mom or the dad or the caretaker. You know how they react to things. So number 3, we want to remember there are hot oils. There are oils like oregano, cinnamon, thieves, thyme, even peppermint. They're intense and they're hot. So putting them, even when you dilute them, when you put them on your skin, they can be irritating. So if you're going to use them, just make sure to dilute, see how they respond, and maybe put it somewhere like on the bottoms of the feet that are more ready to receive that kind, like are more, I don't know what the word is, like calloused. And you can put them there and just see how they respond to it. You don't want to burn their skin. You know, if you use peppermint on your hands, be sure to wash with another oil to get the oil off, and not touch your eyes or their eyes. So, and then number 4, yes, thicker skin. Thank you, Doris. Number 4 is some oils can cause sun sensitivity, UV sensitivity. For example, like citrus oils, I'm going to put up a graphic right now that shows the oils that are photosensitive. So it says avoid the sun for at least the recommended time after applying these photosensitive oils. So for example, I'm going to go to the park with my kids and I want like a little jolt of energy. So I'm going to take my orange and peppermint roller and I'm going to roll it on my neck. And then I'm going to the park and I'm in the sun all day. The chances are I will come back and in that same spot, I could have a rash that can even blister. So you want to be the citrus oils, you know, and these other oils mentioned here. Those are some things that can cause problems. They're strong. The oils are strong. And you want to stay out of the sun for the recommended amount of time after applying those oils. If anybody wants any of these graphics, we will be willing to share them. So you can just ask the person, or if you want the list of oils, you can ask the person who invited you, and I'm sure they would be willing to share that with you. So those are our 4 points that we want to keep in mind when we're dealing with essential oils and our children. Really just use common sense. Anything we would do for an adult, we would want to be careful and do less for a child, even less for a baby. Young Living carries 2 lines for young ones. Seedlings is generally accepted as the baby line for like the little tiny babies and newborns, although it's not limited to babies. We use the wipes, we use the lotion, we use several other products still with our whole family. And then the Kid Sense line is for older kids. My kids are 4 and 9, and we use the Kid Sense line for their body wash and their toothpaste and different things like that. They're multivitamins. So if you have any questions, feel free, as we go on and talk about the specific products, feel free to go ahead and put the questions in the chat, and we'll answer them as we go. We have tons of experts in this class, so they'll be able to help us answering those questions. And then we'll also have time for questions in the end if anybody wants to ask one. So let's get into the products. Susie, how are you?
I am doing well. Thank you, Sarah.
Let's do
Okay,
this.
guys. So we all know the importance of having a good, healthy gut, right? And we want to make sure that for our kiddos, that is not an exception, because a healthy gut equals a healthy body. So for my first favorite, can you guys see it? Good. So for my first favorite one is going to be the Mighty Pro. So Mighty Pro is a supplement that has been specially designed for kids, and it contains a blend of both prebiotics and probiotics. Um, Now, the nice thing about this is that it contains over 8 billion different active live cultures across 8 different strains. So that's a little science, right? It's formulated with the Ningxia wolfberry fiber, which is a naturally occurring prebiotic, and it passes through our gut, and that in turn promotes healthy bacteria in our gut. So, why do I love this supplement for my daughter? Well, number one, it promotes digestive health. So, and it helps also support her digestive comfort. So, for kids who maybe occasionally have, the occasional diarrhea or gas or bloating, constipation, this is going to be a great supplement to help them and get a little bit of relief for that too. And then it also supports a healthy immune system. Again, we know that when we have a healthy gut, that equals a healthy immune. Why? Well, because when we have healthy microflora in our gut, especially with our kids in their early years of their life, it's going to have lasting consequences in their well being and their overall health. And this is a big deal because this means that they're going to get sick less often. That means that they're going to miss fewer days of school. Now, as far as the taste, that is probably one of the best things. So this Mighty Pro is the Wolfberry Punch flavor, which tastes, I'm not joking, exactly like Pixie Sticks. It is so good. And because it's so good, as parents, we have to be careful, or I have to be careful, that my kid doesn't go out thinking it's candy and, is eating it constantly because that would be a very expensive candy. But it is delicious. I have not yet met a kid who does not like the flavor. The nice thing about it is that it can be eaten straight. You rip it open. It comes in this little bag, individual little pouches. So you rip it open and they can sprinkle it right onto their tongue and it'll just disintegrate. But you can also, have them sprinkle it into their favorite juice or a smoothie, or even you can put it in applesauce and yogurt. Now, even though it's designed specifically for kids, I love that the whole family can use this. So this is great even for adults, especially if there's adults in the family that don't like to swallow pills, then this is a great alternative for a prebiotic and probiotic. The other reason why this is great for adults is it's great for traveling. Because for myself and my husband, we usually use the adult probiotics, which is the Life 9, but those need to be refrigerated. So when we're traveling, that can sometimes, be a little bit of a struggle. So these are great and convenient because we can just throw it in our bag when we're traveling, and then we can all have these, and we're always staying on top of our supplements. So these are super convenient. They're individually packed and don't need any refrigeration, and they're great. So this is going to be my first one that I absolutely love, and so does my daughter.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a good one. We've used that too. And I think you covered all the bases. It said it like perfectly. The other one that I was thinking of, which goes hand in hand with the Mighty Pro, are the Mighty Vites. Mighty Vites are out of stock right now. So I'm just waiting for them to come back. I don't have any to show you. Um, when they come back, I'm going to buy them all so that I never run out again. This is the best kids multivitamin, in my humble opinion. My kids take these every day, except for right now because we don't have any. And I feel so good because I know that everything in there is whole foods, and nothing artificial. And they like the taste. They never complained about the taste. So I'm going to share a graphic. Yes, I am stocking up for a whole entire year. I'm using all my rewards points on Mighty Bites. I'm going to share my screen about. Okay, so here's a nice graphic all about Mighty Bites. A couple points that I found super interesting, not just about that they're whole foods, but something interesting that it contains that I had to read a little bit about. It's fortified with, I think it's pronounced Origin FA, which is a naturally derived folic acid from lemon peel extract. So that's not a typically something, if you find something with folic acid added into it, it's going to be some sort of synthetic product or artificially made somehow. So that's really reassuring to know that it's coming from this natural source. It's formulated with wolfberry powder, which contains vitamin C and E. And then another interesting thing is that it's made with, and I think you say a little bit, oh yes, right here is where I wanted to show. Made with beta carotene, which when it's put into the body is converted into vitamin A instead of using something like retinol, which many other children's vitamins contain that product. So this is a kid's vitamin. You can feel good about giving it to them. I personally don't give the recommended dosage, so it lasts me even longer. I think the recommended dosage is 4 tablets, and I give my kids 2, and I've seen huge benefits just from giving them the 2. So I just stick with that. So you can play it by ear depending on the age of your child and how they respond to it. So in this graphic, we can see down at the bottom what your child would need to eat in a day in order to receive all the nutrients that are found in a dose of these vitamins. I guess some kids could actually do this. I mean, it's not out of this world, but we're talking kids here. And if you have picky kids, you know the struggle. And we're talking about staying above the wellness line. So we're giving our kids' bodies that little extra something so that their systems are supported as well as they can be. And, you know, you have days where maybe you're getting something fried or some fast food or, you know, whatever that's making you, you don't know what it's doing on the inside of the body, but you know, by taking these vitamins, you're getting that extra whole food supplement and these extra vitamins and minerals that your body might need. So I do love these vitamins. They're one of my favorite, and it's like one of my top kids products. So Susie.
All right, so my next one is still part of wellness, but now we're going to talk about the emotional support for kiddos. Give me 1 second. My screens are moving on me. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so our next favorite one is Kid Power. And this for sure is my daughter's hands down all-time favorite oil that she uses every day throughout the day. So if you are already familiar with essential oils, there is an adult oil called Valor. And this is basically like the kids' version of Valor. Valor is one of my favorites, so it doesn't surprise me that Kid Power is one of my daughter's favorites. But we know that kids, especially kids, have tons of big emotions, especially the younger they are, or I know even as they grow up going into preteens and teenage, they've got a lot of emotions and their emotions go up and down throughout the day. So we want to make sure that we are helping them through those big emotions as well. And they need a little bit of support, which is why I love this oil. So the smells, the aroma of it is amazing because it will inspire positive feelings of positivity, courage, and confidence, which is great when they are dealing with not so good feelings like doubt, fear, and worry. So this for us at home when she's getting ready for school, and she does in-person school, so she's got her little roller, and she applies it on her wrists, she applies it behind her ears. She loves the smell. She's got an extra little roller that she throws in her backpack because she uses it also as a perfume. um, Now, the nice thing about these oils that come in the Kid Scents line is that they are all pre-diluted and they're ready to use. So Sarah earlier had talked about the importance of diluting oils, especially for the kiddos. And that is why I love the kids line, is I don't have to worry about, diluting. Did I dilute it enough? It's all the work has already been taken, care of for me. So these are safe to use. Now, all the Kid Scents ones come in either a oil, like a bottle, or they come in a roller that are ready to use. For Kid Power, I decided to go with the bottle only because it's bigger and I know that we use it quite a bit. But Young Living also has these awesome roller tops that are called fitments. So it's as easy as popping this plastic off, putting a roller, and now I've got a nice 15 ml roller of the Kid Power, and we can do this with any oil. So I love that this alone smells amazing. Now, if you grew up here, you have hopefully tasted a delicious treat as a child called a creamsicle. So if you can go back in time and remember what that smells like, this is exactly what this smells like. If there was an oil that I could eat, this would be an oil that I would want to eat. But don't eat it. It's not safe for eating. But that's how good it smells. And because of that, again, another thing is that this isn't just great for kids. It's great for adults too. I actually have this in a perfume little roller for myself because I love how it smells. It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. But this is great. So great for some positive feelings. We use it a lot before big tests when she's a little nervous or if she's got a presentation. This is great. So this is one of our favorites, and that is Kid Power.
Awesome, Susie. Yeah, I like that one too. I am going to talk about a product that's for adults or kids, and it's of course the Ningxia Red. Everybody loves it. It is Young Living's antioxidant drink that has tons of nutrition. It has a lot of blood sugar maintaining benefits, which can be really, really important for kids. You can skip the sugary snacks and drinks that will later lead to a crash. So we're kind of maintaining emotional balance here. So much emotional upheaval is caused by blood sugar dropping, which is exaggerated in diets that are high in sugar and grains. So this is a great alternative. It has a low glycemic index, so you don't have to worry about that crash later. So we normally drink this in the afternoon, like a little bit after lunchtime, around 3 when everyone's looking for a little snack or coffee. I mean, I still have my coffee in the afternoon like most days, but I try to squeeze an Ningxia in there, and especially for the kids. And because it is packed full of antioxidants, it is giving you that immune support. And so it's really just another thing that you can implement in the routine in order to help your kids stay above the wellness line as well. Kids are always excited to get there. So my funny story is, so this Ningxia comes in a 750 milliliter bottle like this, or it comes in like these little 2-ounce packages, which I buy all the time because they're easy. The kids will grab one and just open it and eat it. And I had one left for this class because I want to show you guys what the package looked like for those of you who haven't seen it. So I mistakenly left it on the desk here in in our office, and my daughter found it. So it's gone, but I saved the package. And I thought, well, I can't be mad at you because that just gives proof as to how much she loves it. And I thought I'd share that all with you. My daughter scavenged for this last Ningxia packet. So it is good. The kids love it. It's sweet. It is sweet. It tastes like fruits. And the other thing you can do with this little package is stick it in the freezer, and you just cut the top off, and it's kind of like a little popsicle. So they also like that in like the warm weather. Well, it's always warm where I live, but in the warm weather, it's a nice little popsicle that they can have. So I love that. I don't have a graphic for my Ningxia because I just started typing about it and got too excited and forgot to find one. So, but that's it. That's all I have to say about Ningxia. It's just good in general for the whole family. I recommend that everyone takes it as part of their daily supplements and daily routine.
Yeah, Olivia likes to have it too in the freezer as a popsicle. We've done it too, where she uses it as part of a recipe with other things when we're juicing, and she'll mix it or we throw it in a smoothie. But yeah, Ningxia here at this house does not last. I remember when we first got into it, we were fighting over sucking on the like on the ice cubes because that's how good it is, guys. It's so good. It's so good. I completely agree with you, Sarah.
Okay, good. I'm glad I'm in good company.
All right, guys. So for my last favorite, I want to show you this one, and this is Aoi. So Aoi is made with a combination of a lot of different powerhouse oils like Idaho Grand Fir, tea tree, Elemi, and they're all great skin loving oils. And they're so good that they're good for even dry skin and sensitive skin. But the reason why we love this here at home is because it's a one-stop shop for a lot of different owies and boo-boos. So it's great for any kind of bumps and cuts and scrapes, any kind of skin irritations. It's great for growing pains, for blisters. This has replaced for many, many years, especially when you're a mom and you've got little ones that are running around, we would always use liquid Band-Aids. So this has replaced that completely. This is now our liquid Band-Aid. We reapply it every couple hours as we need to. Myself and my daughter, we're terrible when it comes to mosquitoes. I mean, we get bit and it swells up, it gets hard, it's hot, and it's not only itchy, it gets painful because they get so big. And this has absolutely been a game changer for us in the summertime. So it's great, to apply right over a mosquito bite, a bee sting. And then it's great to, Olivia had gotten a little cut on her face just playing on the playground. And that is not where you want to have a little cut and a scar, especially for a little girl. You do not want a nasty scar on your face if you don't need to. So when we had just gotten it, I'm like, let me give this a try. I've heard a lot about this. Let's see if it's for reals. And we did. We applied it in the morning, we applied it at night before bed, and it completely disappeared. Like there is not one trace of that little cut on her face, which is awesome. So this is absolutely tried and true here at home. We absolutely love it. Again, because it is part of the kids line, it's already pre-diluted, it's already portable. This one I did buy in a roller specifically for that reason. Um, when you buy this one in the small bottle form, it only comes in a 5 ml bottle. And if you get it as a roller, it comes in a 10 ml, which is why I opted for getting the roller instead, so I could get a little bit more. But it makes it so convenient to just throw it in your bag when you are going out to do any kind of outdoor activity, playground, camping, the pool, anything. So this is absolutely awesome. I love it. Now, because of all the different oils that are in it, it does have grounding and calming oils also. So it also has a very smoothing aroma, and it's going to help, release those feelings of distress and discomfort when the kid does fall or scrape themselves or get a bee sting or whatever it might be. So this is another staple of ours. We've got a couple different ones because, we have one always in the car. We've got one always in my bag because I'm the mom. So my bag is like, the Mary Poppins bag that has everything just in case anything is going to happen. this is in there. And then we have one in the house, of course. But yes, so this is great. We use it. I have used it. I absolutely love it. Again, I've used it on mosquito bites. I've used it on, uh, what do you call it? My brain is thinking Spanish right now. Rash, roncha, rash. So we've used it on rash, and the turnaround time for healing is incredible. I have never tried anything. I mean, I've tried other things in the past, but nothing that compares to this. So I absolutely recommend this for the entire family. That's Owie.
Yes, Susie, we love owie too. We get tons of mosquito. Well, we try not to get mosquito bites down here, but when we get mosquito bites, they bother Olive very badly. They swell up really bad. As soon as she starts complaining, I rub owie on it, and it's like almost instant itch relief. So that's a big deal, because the kids, if they start itching and you know their fingernails dirty, you know, infection gets in there, and you can start a whole downward slide from there. So I hear you on that. So my third thing is something I use every single day, especially when the kids are not like feeling up to par, is my wellness roller. So the wellness roller that I make, this one in particular, I have about like 6 or 7 around the house. I have them in my purse. I have them in the rooms, in different places. So this is the one that's empty. And this one, I repurposed an old 15 milliliter essential oil bottle and just put a little label on there that says immunity, and then replace the drop top with a roller top. And so I'm going to fill this up with you since it's empty, so that you can see how the process is done and the oils that I use. So I just remove the roller top like so, and you have your empty 15 milliliter bottle. The 3 oils that I use for my wellness roller for the kids is frankincense, thieves, and lemon. So frankincense is an extremely powerful oil. It was used in Bible times. It is excellent for immune support. It's grounding oil. And what I do is about 3 to 5 drops in 15, this is for the kids I'm talking, 3 to 5 drops of the frankincense, 3 to 5 drops of the thieves, and 3 to 5 drops of the lemon. So equal parts. We know the story of, most of you know the story of thieves. Thieves was a combination of herbs to help a group of thieves during the Black Plague to rob different carcasses and dead bodies, and not they themselves get sick. So they ended up revealing this combination of herbs to the authorities when they were caught, in exchange for a lesser sentence. And that is the exact herbs that are found in thieves. So I do 3 to 5 drops in here as well. And then lemon. So I'm just going to tell you guys these oils. You do your research and find out what the different properties are in these oils, just so I can stay compliant and not say anything that I'm not allowed to. But lemon is a great oil for immune support as well. And when you look up the benefits of lemon oil, be sure to look up as far as look it up in relation to immune support. And you'll see why we put these 3 oils, why these 3 oils are so recommended, not just by me, but other people. So I'll do about 3 drops of this. Then I'm going to fill it the rest of the way with my fractionated coconut oil. And you see, like in less than 5 minutes, I have my wellness roller, and I replace the roller top. And here we go. And it's all set. So what I do with this is, before we go anywhere, before we go out to the grocery store or to the park or anywhere we're going to be around people, especially nowadays, I just rub this either on the bottoms of their feet or along their spine. We do the same for us. And then if they are not feeling well, then I will rub this on the bottoms of their feet before bed, and maybe put some socks on them so it can all just like stay contained in there and do its job. So that's what I use this wellness roller. And you can see from our different points, our different products that we recommended today, these are easy. It's one product and you do one thing with it. And it's not something that has to consume your whole life. We're talking vitamins, probiotics, a sweet drink, and something you roll on their spines And so these are just things that you can implement in your life, and it doesn't have to be overwhelming. You can do one thing at a time, because anything that you do that is involving essential oils is something that's going to increase the wellness of your family. So that's what I do with my roller. I know that Susie's going to talk about a roller that she makes.
Yes. So one of the rollers that I make Olivia is her little perfume slash going to school roller. Um, and this, her main ingredient, I already told you, is going to be her Kid Power. She absolutely loves it. Before I show you that, I wanted to show you guys one more screen I forgot to show you. And this is why, again, I love these kid scents. So the kid scent line that Young Living has, you have the option of either getting them, like I mentioned, in the small normal oil bottles, and those come in a 5 ml, which you can purchase individually, or you can purchase it as a bundle. And this has a beautiful little bundle that comes with this super cute little owl diffuser. So there's an option for that, or you can also purchase them as already pre-made rollers, like the Owie roller I showed you. And again, those can be purchased individually, or they can be purchased as a little kit. So I wanted to show you because there's so many different oils in that line that will help them with different things. They've got one for sleeping, one for their tummy, one for sniffles, and then the Genius is like a good concentration school one, especially if you've got, come homework time or homeschooling kids. This is a great little option for them. So I wanted to show that to you guys. Now, as far as the roller that I'm going to do, again, our main ingredient is going to be our Kid Power because she absolutely loves it. But within that, and with any oil with Young Living, you can always peel back the label and you're going to get a list of the different oils that are on there. And I already know, because we've kind of played with the formula, that there are certain scents in this oil that she absolutely loves. So when I make her little roller, I do a majority drops of this, but then I also add a little extra of the extra little flavors that she likes. So for this 10 ml roller, what I'm gonna do, here's my oil. I'm gonna add about 10 drops of the Kid Power. And then I know that the other one that she likes, because it smells like a dreamsicle and it smells awesome, so we're gonna add a little more orange. Anything when we're talking citrus oils are great for like positivity and happiness. So that is why we love citrus oils here at home. So orange is going to do that for her. It's going to keep her happy throughout the day because let's be honest, school can be a lot for kids. So we did I did 3 drops of orange, and then what makes it really sweet is vanilla. And if you guys have not smelled the Young Living vanilla, it smells incredible. It's nothing like any other essential oil from another company that smells either excessively sweet or sometimes to me it smells sour or it smells like alcohol. Like this is pure vanilla smelling. It's like the perfect amount of sweetness. So we're gonna add just 2 drops of vanilla to her little roller. And then her last one, which is a great emotional support, is called Blue Tansy. And it's this beautiful, dark, rich blue. And we are gonna do 1 drop of that. And then once we have all of our oils, we're gonna do the same thing and just top her off with the fractionated coconut oil. And we are gonna look for the little roller top, pop that on there, and we are ready to go. And that is how we make it. We give it a little gentle swish. A little side note, something that I learned from one of my friends is that it normally takes about 24 hours for all of the oils to kind of marinate with each other, but it starts working like and it's effective immediate. but the longer it's kind of sitting there and marinated, the better it's going to be. So that is our little Kid Power roller that we love.
Awesome. That sounds like it smells really good. So we decided that we wanted to do a little giveaway because it's for kids, you know, and when it's for kids, you feel very, very, you're willing to give stuff away. We love kids. And so we decided we wanted to give away a wellness roller and a perfume roller to somebody attending this meeting. So what we thought we would have you do is just put your favorite emoji in the chat if you want to be part of the giveaway. And what I'll do is I'll put your names into a giveaway wheel. And Susie's going to get into the testimonials. And when the testimonials are over, we will do the giveaway. How does that sound?
Yeah. So we want to make sure that anyone who's never tried the products gets a chance. We want your kiddos to love them as much as our kiddos love them. But we've got some other moms on with us that are experts as well because they've got kiddos and they've used these products. So first up, I would love to introduce my friend Doris.
Oh, hey, Susie. Oh, wait, no, it did. I thought maybe they couldn't add emojis on the chat.
And if they can't, just make a smiley face.
Just put
a
letter.
Include me. I want
Participate.
Me.
Yeah,
okay.
maybe put a happy face.
There you
Make
go.
a note.
I'm just gonna put you all in there. How about that? Okay, continue. Sorry.
Okay, so hi, my name is Doris, and yes, I am an oily mama, and you'll hear this. If you're mamaing without oils, you're mamaing too hard. Please. Like, oh, I'm so grateful for my oil. So I did want to say something about the vanilla real quick. The vanilla smells like, if you're a baker and you ever grab vanilla beans to bake with your vanilla beans, it smells like the little seeds inside of the vanilla bean. It's amazing. Small note on that. But I wanted to talk about bedtime routine and how being able to rest at night it contributes to the wellness in our body. If we're not getting good sleep, our body's not able to heal. Our body's not able to process. And then in the day, we're not really able to focus on the things at hand. So much more so for our kiddos. I mean, how hard is it for us when we don't get enough sleep? I know I'm miserable. I know my husband's miserable. And when our kids aren't, it affects every aspect of their life. It affects their learning. It affects their patience, all of it, just like we feel. Just so much more so because they're still learning how to maneuver their big emotions. Which, I mean, I'm also maneuvering my big emotions. But one of the oils I want to talk about, and one of the tips that I find very useful, is get your diffuser going. So if there's a diffuser in your kiddo's bedroom, there really should be. Get that diffuser going about half hour before bedtime, half an hour, and close the door a little bit and let that like scent just fill up the room, so that when it's their bedtime, they walk in and they're just like overwhelmed by the sleepy smells. So it really just starts off that nice, relaxing environment. They're already recognizing the scent. One of the oils for me that saved my life, because my son wasn't sleeping at night. He was waking up 4 to 5 times. I thought I was going to lose my mind every single night. And I did peace and calming, and that was my hero. That was our peace and calming everything. For me, like I did a roller with it initially. I diffused it. This was an oil that just saved my sanity. I will say that. For our bedtime routine, I also have an immunity roller that I make for him. And it's just thieves and a couple drops of oregano. That's his immune roller, and fractionated coconut oil. And we'll do that on his spine and on the bottom of his feet. That's where we'll put his immunity roller. We also have Gentle Baby, which is great for mamas and for little ones. But as you can see here, I put like on the little bottle of Gentle Baby, I put the little roller, and he will roll this on the bottom of his feet and on the back of his neck. He does his bedtime routine now. So that has become part of his routine. Sometimes he'll ask for Gentle Baby in the diffuser. It depends. Sometimes he asks for Peace and Calming. Sometimes he just lets us put whatever we decide to put in there. So now I have this little, the lighting is terrible, by the way, but this is the set, the kids roller set. It is an investment, but for me, I love that I can just grab this. Like if I have to get up and go, we're going to be out of the house all day. I love that I can grab this and throw it in my purse. And I know that I have my oils with me. But for his bedtime, the oils that we use are, and I'll explain why. So we use Tummy Jies, we use Aoi oil, and we use Sleepy Eyes. And sometimes he asks for sniffles. So my son has tummy issues. He has for a long time. So he will usually like our nervous system, I know from my family, is like directly attached to our tummy. We get nervous or anxious or feelings like big feelings. Our tummy gets affected. So tummy kind of settles his stomach. It's been our hero. So he'll roll on a little bit of Tummy Jies, and then he'll stop and feel his butt. He'll like, okay, what do I feel? Oh yes, I need some Aoi on my knees. And so he'll roll a little bit on his knees or on his leg, especially during growing pain season. And then Sleepy Eyes, all he does with Sleepy Eyes is he'll just smell it, roll some on his hand, and he'll do a scent tent. And that's what he'll do. And then only sometimes he'll ask for sniffles. And that's when he's feeling sniffly. And he'll just do this. He'll just smell it. That's it. So depending on how he's feeling, like he's really learning, like to get in tune with his body, then he'll be like, Mama, I need this, and I need this, and I need this, or I just need this. So that's one thing I really appreciate about using the oils, is that you're really teaching your kids to become in tune with their bodies, and to know what they're feeling, and then to ask for what they need. So that's on my end. I'm keeping it as short as possible.
Thank you, Doris. No, I agree with everything. I know it wasn't until I started using oils through Young Living that Olivia, like she didn't know what it was. I mean, she might have seen me use them here or there, but now she has her own little collection. She knows exactly what she likes, and she's learning, like you said, to know this oil is for this. So if this hurts or I'm dealing with this, this is the one I'm going to grab. So it's awesome. Our kids are learning too. All right, and then we've got another expert, another mama expert. And this time it's my friend Kasia.
Hello, so I have 2 boys, and I am going to focus on focus. I homeschool. Focus is a huge thing to deal with my 2 kids. We do have ADHD in our family, so our oldest, this struggles. If you have ADHD, you know someone who has ADHD, focus is extremely difficult, staying on task, easily distracted, and with a 5-year-old brother who's doing kindergarten and doing fun things, even more of an issue to stay on task. So when we started this year homeschooling, and I knew I was going to be bringing the 5-year-old in, I knew I needed to do something. So I started researching what oils were the best for focus or ADHD. And this one is a calming oil. Vetiver has been shown to actually help your brain feel, oddly enough, more awake. So if you're struggling to focus, it helps you to remain on task. So it seems weird that it's a calming oil, but it's going to help your brain stay awake. Because again, when you think ADHD, you think, all right, the brain's already going all over the place. But really what it's doing is it's bringing it in so they can focus on what they're doing. It helps them concentrate and not have that fidgety behavior. So what we did is just made a roller, and I have a little label on it that just says focus on it. All it is vetiver and fractionated coconut oil. I do it multiple times, like right on their neck, on their brainstem, multiple times throughout the day. Sometimes they'll even say, I need the focus oil. So they know it helps. And I can tell you that I know when we have forgotten to use it during the day. I know during school, and I'm like, wait a minute, I know we forgot something. And when they're feeling, especially the oldest one, when he's feeling scattered, he can just do a scent tent with it. And it just that extra boost of smelling the vetiver and getting that right in there helps him get right on task. It does not help them with not wanting to do school. That just is all the time. They just don't want to. So if you have an oil for that, I'd like to know how you can help me with that. But so that is my oil. That's what we have found has helped us quite a bit when it comes to focus.
Thank you. Yeah, I know. I think even for us as adults, I need that. Like today, getting ready for this meeting, I had a million things going on. I'm like, focus, just focus. So I totally could have used Vetiver today. Thank you for the tip. Sarah, how are we doing on our giveaways? Do we have winners yet?
I think we're gonna do it live. I'm gonna share my screen. I know, it's so exciting.
Okay, so I wanted, Yanni had sent a message in the chat. She said that Sniffles is great even when you're not congested because it opens up the airways for healthy breathing during sleep. So that is a great tip. Thank you, Yanni.
Oh, that is a great tip. Absolutely. That is funny because sometimes I diffuse eucalyptus for the kids, which is also like opens up your airways, even when they're not sick or anything. And I notice that they do sleep better. And I think it is just like this
Or
getting
also
that extra
before a
breathing.
workout.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
In your mask.
Oh yeah. Good call. I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, you all can see the wheel? Yes. Okay. So this one, I'm gonna do the first one is this will be for the wellness roller. And then the second one will be for the perfume. Okay, let's go.
Oh my goodness, who will it be?
Natalie. Yay!
Yay, congratulations.
All right, here's a second. This is for the perfume Kid Power roller.
This pretty bottle, guys.
And a cute, cute bottle. Giovanna Morales.
Giovanna, yay, congratulations.
Oh, gracias. Thank you.
Felicidades, Giovanna.
Awesome. So cool. Okay, so what you can do is whoever invited you, just get with them and they know how to contact us and we will get you see also our Instagram handles on next to our names, Susie and I. So you can reach out to us with your addresses and we will get those sent out to you as soon as we possibly can. Okay, so Susie, do you want to do your YouTube conclusion before I stop recording? Okay.
Absolutely. So guys, these were just some of our favorite, different products that we love to use with our kiddos. We could have talked about way more, but that would have taken all night. But if you have anything that you want to add to the kids' favorites, please leave it in the comments below because we are always learning from one another. And as always, if you have any questions about anything that we talked about in this video, we are more than happy to answer them. Just reach out to the person who sent you this video or also leave that in the comments. Now, we would love it if you came and visited us on Instagram. Our handles are right here. You should see them on the screen. And make sure to follow us so you can stay connected and informed of all of our future free and fun Zoom classes that we have. So that is it, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you're going to be alerted the next time that we upload a new video. Thank you so much for stopping by, everyone, and see you next time.